Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am here with Total War Warhammer 2. This will be my very first game, and I'm gonna play it live for all of you. So I'm not going to edit and cut away all of the, downtime. You're gonna see the entire gameplay footage as the game is played, so that you understand how the game is played, and what type of pacing it has, etc., etc. Because that's the reason I record my videos, is so that you can see the whole thing, not just the action-packed moments. Right, with that being said, let's get rid of this disclaimer. And now let's jump into the options and probably turn down the music. Now, I suppose we'll jump into the campaigns. New campaign. We have the Eye of the Vortex, or Mortal Empires. Okay, Eye of the Vortex. At the heart of the Elven homeland, the great vortex coils, siphoning the excess magic that spills from the realm of chaos, but now after a millennia it falters. The vortex is vulnerable, and while some seek to control its great power, others see an opportunity, a chance to prosper and vanquish foes. In an unstable, war-ravaged world, choose a legendary lord, fight for all they desire, and lead them to glory. And there's Mortal Empires. At the age of conquest is upon us. Ready your armies and fortify your stronghold. As war rages on every continent touched by the great oceans, choose a lord of legend and ensure this mortal empire reigns supreme over the myriad of factions ranged against you. This is the greatest test of generalship and statecraft thus far. Will you restore the world to lasting order or reveal it in ultimate destruction? So I like the idea of Mortal Empires because it seems to have a whole myriad of other playable races, where the Eye of the Vortex looks as if it's pretty limiting in what it's going to let you play. Though, are these expand your Total Warhammer experience with Chaos Warriors, Beastmen. So I think these are paid DLCs, probably. Norska, Tomb Kings, and yeah, these are definitely paid DLCs. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free races to choose from in Mortal Empires, which was a free DLC for me. I don't know why it was free. If it was because I had the original Warhammers or what, but it might be free for everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So only 4 choices here. Though I kind of like the choices. Dark Elves are definitely an interesting choice. Skaven, nah. Lizardmen, very unique. I love the idea of having dinosaurs and stuff. And then High Elves, which everyone loves High Elves, or at least I like High Elves. Dark Elves, Skaven. Here we have Empire provinces, so we have dwarves, greenskin tribes, undead, and Bretonnian kingdom. So the Bretonnians. So basically, we have more humanoid options here. The greenskins, which I'm gonna go with the Eye of the Vortex because that was from what I understand, the original campaign that came with the game first. So might as well play the original content. I really... Dark elves are cool and all. High elves are cool and all, but the idea of dinosaurs is really like, yeah, dinosaurs. Let's go with the lizardman. Alright, so what do I do? Continue?
I fight for the greater good.
Gorok is beastly, right? I've seen him on other streams.
Spectal Zul Destruct.
I'm definitely liking the idea of the Air Force-like play of these guys. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going with these guys. These guys seem just really cool. This Lord's campaign does not contain any introductory content. We recommend that you choose a Lord with introductory content for your first campaign. Really? So this is the big toad that does huge AoE things.
I will have my vengeance.
Ulfwan will yield, or burn.
Commander of the Blessed Dread. Ulfwan will be mine.
We must preserve this world. There is no limit to my power.
Clan Mors triumphant, yes. I seek my
Well,
birthright.
I'm assuming campaign introduction is something like a tutorial. Start the campaign with additional introductory content designed to explain the basics of the game. Select if this is your first Total War Warhammer 2 campaign. Alright, might as well do it. We're doing it live, so Malekith, we'll go with him, because I think he's going to be the least boring of these guys, at least from my opinion, because, you know, I have some knowledge of the game from watching and playing, from watching other YouTubers playing it. So, and I've seen plenty of people play lots of things, including Malekith, but I think Malekith will be the most interesting for me.
The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of Aenarion, was betrayed. The Elven princes crowned Bel-Shannar as the second Phoenix King. Sir Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Bel-Shannar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came. His body was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King. And in his shadow, legions raised. Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex. Created by Kallador Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, the Vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the Vortex, but Kallador himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness.
You bring this witch here.
She's well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son, as all have done.
She's indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulthuan.
My son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release.
Interesting. No sooner has Malekith issued his commandments to Felicion than word reaches him that Nagarond is under attack. A treacherous band of Skaven and their marauder allies have taken advantage of the discord wrought by the comet's appearance to strike at the Dark Elf heartland. Cursing the perfidious Ratman, Malekith gathers his retinue and hurries back to the shore to met out their punishment in person. So I understand that Dark Elves are, well, not the most interesting of factions. They play pretty much like a defensive infantry with your main DPS archers hiding behind it type situation. This loading is taking an interesting amount of time. Wonder if this is just the initial creation of the world, or if there's going to be loading times like this all the time.
Sire, Witch King, Lord of the Druki, I know to you I am a fleeting thing, a man, a mortal, but you have received a vision. I humbly attest, my advice is worthy of your majesty. The vile Skaven and their Northmen allies have seen fit to invade Nagarond in your absence, sire. Attacking from their subterranean tunnels, the rat men have caught your sentries by surprise. While Nagarond itself remains secure, I regret to inform you that their verminous forces have overrun many smaller cities in the hinterlands of your territory. Though your rapid return brings some welcome additional forces, the situation remains grim. See for yourself.
Alright, the campaign map is the main game theater in which armies and factions are created, commanded, and destroyed. Territories in the map is divided into provinces. Each province contains multiple settlements. Move the camera to inspect the points of interest.
Your Druki forces dominate any battlefield they enter, King Malekith. Direct your dread spears against the Skaven enemy. See how they run. The black walls of Nagarond have repelled many foolish invaders over your reign, sire. Yet this threat must not be taken lightly. Just like the Druki, the vermin are vicious and opportunistic killers. They are doubtless working tirelessly to undermine your fortress. The hinterland territories are overrun with vermin, your majesty. The Skaven first came into your realm beneath Har Kaldra, gnawing for weeks through frozen rock to enter the ruined city from below. What has driven the Skaven to such a suicidal attack remains unknown. Yet it remains an affront that cannot stand. Exact your terrible retribution, my dread sovereign. Let not one of them escape alive.
Okay.
The enemy were not prepared for your arrival, my king. Now is the perfect time to attack. Select your army first.
So we've got some rat issues going on.
Good. Now, issue an order to engage the enemy, my lord. They are scattered and not prepared. Battle is upon you, mighty Witch King. Your elves are vicious and deadly, but the Skaven have a death frenzy upon them and will offer you no quarter. Prepare your forces for murderous bloodshed.
All I have is dread spears, huh? Okay.
Druki to battle.
But that's okay, I have my leader who can probably win this fight all on his own, I'm assuming. Though they do have a leader, so I shouldn't feel as cocky as I'm feeling. But there are sort of different levels of leaders, sort of, right? So this is the big boss of all of the Dark Elves.
Vermin dare infest my capital. Skavenblight overexerts itself. I will not tolerate pests in Nagorond. The vermin will learn that my city, my realm, is a cold, cruel place. Purge the city, my warriors. But ensure you leave some alive. I wish to know how loud a rat can scream.
The foul musk of vermin drifts on the air, Your Majesty. The Skaven are close. Survey the area for yourself. Your warriors rally behind your awesome presence, dread sire. Your power is such that it may carry any battle. Be sure to use it wisely. Your Druki soldiers are ready for battle, Malekith, my king. Each one of them yearns to spill the blood of the enemy in your name.
There seems to be two different ornaments on the shields. That's interesting.
The hills and valleys of this place conceal the enemy's whereabouts, my lord. This hilltop should afford a good view over the surrounding area. The time has come to advance, my lord. First, select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces. Good. Now issue a move order towards your army. The troops are assembled and await your arrival.
Forward!
Excellent. Your place is amongst your warriors, mighty lord. Your very presence encourages them to fight harder.
A blank canvas.
The time has come to advance your warriors, my lord. Select your whole army so that the order may be given to all.
I will have destruction!
Good. Now order your army forward, my lord. Let us crest this ridge and find where the enemy lies. Excellent. Your army advance in search of the enemy, my lord. Take this time to practice maneuvering your forces while not under threat of attack. Remember always that orders are issued only to units currently selected.
Advancing. Murder awaits. Dread spears. To destruction. On to slaughter. We are ready! Blood for Cain!
Malekith! Moving out!
The enemy come into sight, my lord. We have caught them by surprise. Advance quickly before they can retreat.
Wouldn't I want to fight them up here?
To destruction!
I crave battle!
I love blood on the snow.
Advancing!
The foolish rats dare to resist your advance, sire. Attack! Slaughter them, and take the pitiful survivors as slaves. Assign individual targets for each of your units when attacking, my lord. Keep a wide formation. Do not let your forces be surrounded.
On to slaughter!
Dread spears! The merciless host! Dread spears! Battle calls!
Be sure to keep watch on your warriors in battle, my lord. Their very lives may depend on it.
Retreat! Surrender!
The enemy lose the will to fight. See how they run from the battle. Press your advantage. The Skaven send more forces to contest the battlefield, Your Majesty. The situation is grave. They advance in great numbers. Move quickly to defend this ridge, my lord. The trees will grant your warriors cover, while the slope will provide them an advantage in combat. Advance upon the ridge without delay, my lord. That position offers you the best chance of victory against such a number. Order your forces forward, quickly.
Onward!
Allies coming to view, sire. Press them into your service at once. Some amongst their number carry crossbows. They will be able to fire on the rat men from behind your front lines. The reinforcements now fall under your control, my lord. Move the infantry into your front line. The extra bodies are sorely needed.
On to slaughter!
Place your fresh missile troops behind your army. They will fire automatically if the enemy come into range.
Going! Dark shards!
Be sure to arrange your infantry in a line for the coming battle, my lord. Each unit should cover the flank of the next. Do not let the enemy attack the sides of your formation, or break through to the rear. Excellent, my lord. The ridge is yours. Move your infantry out to block the pass and await the enemy's arrival. Do not be tempted out of position.
Forward!
Malekith! Setting forth!
Dark shards! Moving out! Dread spears! To destruction! Druki! Carnage awaits! Nagarothi! Advance, Druki!
Die, Skaven!
The enemy are nearly upon you, my lord. Be sure to make your presence felt in the coming battle. You have many abilities to rally and empower your troops. Now is the time to use them.
Alright, what are you wanting me to do?
Battle has been joined, my lord. Order your forces forward to envelop the enemy where possible. Do not leave troops idle.
Dealers in death! Dark shards! Onwards to murder!
Malekith!
Nagarothi fools!
Druki scum! No mercy!
Dark shards!
Should we run? Flee!
No survivors!
Yes, slay! Mounted reinforcements, my lord. Hurry them into battle, for they are sorely needed.
Cold ones! Kill them! Kill everything!
Your reinforcements approach the battle. Have them charge the enemy rear. The impact alone may break their courage to fight.
Malekith! Annihilate them!
Vile creature!
Fight another time! Not my fault!
Cold-blooded killers! Cold ones! Slaughter them! Hack! Cut! Druki! No mercy! Slay them!
All shall tremble.
My blade hungers!
The Skaven abandon the field, as is typical of their cowardly race. I almost pity the wounded they leave behind. Victory is yours.
Look on me and cower.
I must congratulate you, Lord of the Druki, although your victory was never in doubt. The fate of those taken captive from the battle is now yours to decide.
Take them captive. Flay them first. I know
Your forces are weary from battle, yet they still retain some strength to march on. See for yourself. The distance your army can still move is shown around it, my lord. Plan your movements wisely, for your armies cannot defend the realm if they are not present to fight.
all shall kneel before me. I refuse. Bow before Malekith.
You refuse, you say. Colored area surrounding selected army shows how far it can move this turn. So why don't you move there?
You dare.
Movement unavailable. Dismiss events and advice before issuing our... Oh.
The enemy still threaten your Black Citadel, sire. March now towards the capital and block any possibility of attack. Good. Your army now blocks the approach to your capital. Any attack by the enemy will need to get by you first. See for yourself how your forces control the area around them.
All in good time.
More of your murderous kin stand ready to take up arms in the name of Malekith. Recruit them now, and they will be ready to fight in the battles to come.
Victory is mine.
Excellent choices, my lord. Be aware that the recruits will take time to train, and that your army must remain stationary while they do so. You will, of course, be aware that armed forces cost currency to build and maintain. Be sure to keep watch on your finances, lest ruin overtakes you. Let us review what destruction the Skaven have wrought on your territory, sire. Select your city to inspect the province. The province surrounding your capital is shown here, my lord. A province may contain many cities, each exerting authority over the territory surrounding them. Control the cities, and you control the land.
The Witch King is victorious.
Cities within the local province are shown here, my lord, along with any facilities they contain. Shown also are those cities in the province that were lost to the enemy. A reminder of the need to reclaim them, my lord. Your capital and the buildings it contains are shown here, my lord. Here we may see the state of the province that surrounds your capital. The enemy raids have caused considerable unrest. Public order is suffering, as you can see, my lord. The agitators will need calming in time, but matters of defense are more pressing.
All shall kneel before me.
Your cities are the backbone of your state, my lord. Taxes are raised through them, and they provide the infrastructure necessary to support your armies. I humbly suggest you commission upgrades to your capital as soon as possible. Good. Construction will begin immediately, but seek ways to further even the vast knowledge of the Druki, sire. Put the finest minds to work on improving your methods of war. Good. In time, the knowledge they gain will surely aid your cause.
Bow before Malekith.
There is nothing more you can do for now, my lord. Let us await your enemy's next move. The enemy opt to attack your position, my lord. Ready your forces, for battle is upon you once more.
Druki, bloody slaughter.
Battle is upon you once again, my lord. Your forces are ready to deploy for the coming engagement. They may be positioned anywhere within the area shown. Always survey the terrain prior to battle and position your troops to gain an edge. The enemy gave battle, so the onus is on them to attack. Use this to your advantage. This forest may be used to conceal your forces. Arrange your cavalry here, my lord, and they will remain unseen until the enemy draw close.
Cold ones! We are ready!
Good. Your troops are now hidden from enemy sight, as you can see. Pay attention to your unit cards, my lord, for they indicate the status of your troops. Be mindful of your army. Success on the battlefield depends upon it. This ridge will afford your troops an edge in the coming battle, my lord. Place the rest of your
Alright,
troops
this
close
tutorial
by
is just
and
becoming
clear its
annoying.
forward slopes once battle begins.
Cold-blooded killers. Rookie. Dread spears. Dark shards.
Chosen of Cain.
We are ready.
Good. Your troops are ready, my lord. Just give the signal and the engagement shall begin. To arms, then. The enemy enter the field. Advance and claim the hilltop, my lord. Its slopes will serve your forces well. Keep your cavalry hidden.
Murder awaits. Battle calls. Carnage awaits. Onward. With pleasure.
Setting forth.
Dread spears.
My lord, the enemy field artillery against you. They will be able to strike against your forces at great range.
So I should probably
Employ
send
your
my
hidden
cavalry.
forces, my lord. Advance them through the forest, and they will be able to quickly surprise and overwhelm the enemy war machines.
Cold ones.
The enemy draw close, my lord. Be sure to have your troops arranged for battle. Employ all that you have learned. Wear them down with missiles, pin them with infantry, then hit them in the flanks.
Malekith. Massacre them.
Cold ones. With pleasure. No mercy! Dark elves! Slaughter them!
Your troops come under fire, Commander. The enemy waver, my lord. Their troops begin to flee. Run the cowards down.
Nagarothi! Destroy! Hack! Cut!
Nagarothi fools!
Cold ones! By Drakira! Cold-blooded killers! No survivors!
Malekith. Jay!
Battle ready! Cold ones!
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest, even amidst the thickest of battles. The enemy commander runs from the field, my lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
Ha! Cut!
The Witch King!
The enemy have been put to flight, my lord. Victory is yours.
Cold ones! Die, weaklings! The merciless host! Massacre them! Bleed them! Not my fight.
Wonder if I'm killing possible slaves. Maybe I should just end the battle.
Victory is yours, my lord. But what about the fate of those captured in battle? It can be beneficial to hold them,
Enslave them.
but sometimes leniency or brutality can be worth more.
The Undervermin concentrate their movements around sites of magic, looting artifacts of great power. Skaven are pitiful cowards. They would not seek war with me without good reason. We must counterattack and discern their motives.
Where did they come from? I'm supposed to go capture one of their settlements. It would be nice to know at least where their settlements are. I think I'll just concentrate on retaking the settlements that belong in my territory.
I am the Witch King. Glorious carnage.
Battle is upon us. Study your options carefully. The enemy are close. Blood will be spilled.
Take them captive.
Invocations of great potency may be performed by your most potent wielders of magic, mighty lord. Summon them together, and they may perform rites to grant you considerable powers, albeit at a price.
Look on me and cower.
Those that serve your cause gain experience over time, my lord. Be sure to guide their development to your advantage.
King of the Druki.
You have gained experience and may now develop your skills accordingly. See for yourself.
All shall kneel before me.
Rupert built there. Huh, cool. Where did that come from? Wait, who are you? Blackguard or Nagaroth? Cool.
King of Nagaroth. I know my path. By
The city has been reached, and your warriors are prepared for battle, mighty lord. Study your options, nevertheless. Encircling the enemy and starving them out may be the wisest course of action.
Come, Truki, to battle. Merciless host, attack. Flay them first. The Witch King is victorious. Swell my coffers. To the victor, the spoils. Leave nothing behind. Wealth is power. My torturers report that the rats have made their audacious attacks on Druki lands purely to hold them while they loot the artifacts they seek. I shall enjoy prying their twitching, dead hands away from the treasures they steal from me. We attack now. Merciless.
So you can skip over things, huh? That's interesting.
Overlord. On my way.
Your army has marched all it can, my lord. They must rest. You, the Druki of Nagaroth, bring slaughter and cruelty on the lesser races in the name of your dark god of bloodshed. Master the arts of sorcery and savagery that come so easily to your merciless kin, and all the world shall be your prize. Assistance is available should you need it, my lord. You may rely upon it.
You make me sound so horrible.
My cruelty knows no limits. Oh, very well. I'm going. Spreading misery. skin these creatures.
There was nothing to do, so why did it force me over here?
Traitors within the Black Court make trouble in your absence, my king. Take steps to reassert absolute control over your city. Any dissent must be crushed.
I'll deal with that in a bit.
I refuse.
The wars to come will be fought using guile as well as brawn. Consider expanding your facilities to permit the recruitment of heroes, my lord. Heroes can be hired to support your forces, or to strike against the enemy.
You cannot hold us!
Hero characters may be recruited in service of a faction on the hero recruitment panel. A hero may perform actions. Certain buildings must be constructed before a hero may be recruited. Building requirements are shown on the hero recruitment panel. Okay, hero recruitment panel.
A word in your ear. Despite the great power you command, the loyalty of your followers cannot always be presumed. Keep a close watch on your subordinates, Lord, and be sure to bring those that lack a little faith into line, either through strength or favor.
Lord of the Black Court.
fear me. Carnage awaits. Come, my dealers of death. Search it, then burn it. Swell my coffers.
Your forces have secured the province, my lord. Any contesting claim to this territory has been eliminated. Now that your rule is unquestioned, you may consider issuing a commandment to rouse the populace so that they may better serve your ends. Facilities in this city are damaged, my lord. Repair them to gain the full benefit that they can provide.
Lord of the Black Tower.
Weakness cannot be tolerated! Failure is not tolerated!
Oh, right. It's all about the slaves. Okay, where did you guys say the rats were next?
Must not fail!
Hiding in the ruins of Kalra. Oh, we discovered him, but we destroyed him.
King of the Druki. End them!
The price of failure is high!
The enemy retreats. How typical of the weaklings. Not that I need to tell a Druki this, but show them no mercy. Finish them.
More slaves, please.
My cruelty knows no limits. Seeking entertainment. Seeking depravity.
I will stay strong!
This will fail. No.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Do I want this, though? Casualties captured post-battle will significantly increase. Casualty replenishment rate will increase. Income from slaves will increase. Slave decline rate will go up. I still think I want it.
Abominable smell.
The population of your province grows, my lord. Over time, this growth will permit the expansion of your cities into mighty fortresses of war. See that it continues, so that you may further develop your realm.
What is this foolishness?
They seem to be growing faster than my guy's growing.
I am the Witch King.
The enemy city is fortified, my lord. Weapons will be needed to bring down the walls. Prepare your warriors for a long siege.
Fight for me, or die. Druki, bloody slaughter awaits. Merciless host, attack!
The goddess forbids it!
Alright, she's got 10 armor, 39 melee attack, 30 melee defense, 2865 health.
Cruel and deadly.
I've got more health, far more armor, more melee attack, more melee defense. But can this hero overcome the huge unit disparity, which would be pretty sizable? No, I don't think so.
Pantheon arranges a ritual, yet the power of many scrolls are required to undertake it. My scryers tell me that many such artifacts remain hidden within sites of great antiquity. We must reach them before the Skaven.
Amongst all the sea-going weapons of the world, none are so feared as the floating fortresses of the Druki. Perform a sacrifice to Mathlan, god of the sea, and a dreaded Black Ark will be made available to support your forces abroad.
Come, my dealers of death. Fight for me, or die.
Feared by all.
My visions predict failure.
They seem to have a lot more troops than I have. But are they quality troops? I mean, I don't think my troops are quality. I think they're pretty much the lowest quality troops that I could buy at this point in time.
Noble born.
A black-hearted rogue.
Tyrant. Yes?
Can't really afford to recruit any more troops, to be blatantly honest.
It is clear that the Skaven intend some twisted sorcery to exploit the weakened vortex. They must not interrupt my plans. The scrolls we have found so far are not yet sufficient for Felicion to begin the ritual. More must be found.
The enemy have encircled your city, my lord. Send a force to aid the city defenders before they are starved into submission. You need not fight your enemies alone, for there are foreign powers who may wish to curry favor with the Black Court. Agreeing a pact of non-aggression will leave you free to focus your furious wrath upon those who dare cross the Witch King. Your armies can take to the seas should you wish it, sire. Have them build boats upon the shore, or set sail from a nearby port.
Destroy them! Moving. Bring me their skins. I want their heads. Druki, bloody slaughter awaits. To the victor, the spoils. Malekith, King of Nagaroth.
I think I have less troops here than I had before. Pretty sure I do.
Weakling. Lord of the Black Tower.
Vicious Dreadlord.
lord, a rival power desires a change in your mutual relations. One of your subordinates shows questionable devotion to your cause, it would seem. Consider taking steps to appease or otherwise deal with them. Disloyalty cannot be left to fester.
Questionable loyalty. His loyalty says he's 10 of 10. Am I missing something here?
What?
A black-hearted rogue.
Here, you can have the brass horn that was created out of your statue.
My cruelty knows no limits. No! King of the Druki. A chill wind.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth. Lord of Fear.
of Nagaroth. Death follows with me.
Murderous Lord. Druki Lord.
Wow, we got a pretty sizable garrison here, don't we?
Draw your blades. We fight. The thrill of battle awaits.
Your soldiers are ready to deploy for battle, my lord. They await your orders.
Cold ones! We are ready! Cold-blooded killers! Dark elves! Bolt throwers!
They can't go on the wall. I assume they can shoot over the wall, right?
Druki! Bolt throwers! Cold-blooded killers! Blackguards! Bleak swords! Dark shards! Dealers in death! Dark shards! The merciless host! Dark shards! dealers in death. Bleak swords. Nagarothi. Taruki. Battle ready. Bleak swords. Dark shards.
Well, I guess I have to set up the reinforcements afterwards.
Be sure to position your troops accurately in battle, my lord. Drag out your formations for best effect.
At once. Without question.
Why aren't you shooting? I don't want you to melee.
Massacre them! We are ready. Blood will flow. Dreadlord! To slaughter!
Don't let her get away.
Black guards! Following orders. This is madness! Noble born! Mate!
Yeah, she's dead. Well, that did not go too well for her. What lord is that? Oh.
Set them loose. Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
I think you could use some XP. And I think that's XP right there.
Death! Draw your blades, we fight! Bind them. Acknowledged at last.
King of the Druki, spreading misery. Abominable snow? Malicious and cruel.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
A chilling kinth.
My journey begins. Death to the weak.
Alright, I think we've pretty much completed most of the stuff there is to do in this quote-unquote tutorial phase. And as I really don't want to continue to play the Dark Elves, maybe I might come back to this someday. I feel like I have a grasp of the game. In fact, I feel like I had a grasp of the game before even playing it, to be straight honest. I've played every Total War that's ever been released, pretty much other than this one. And so I didn't really think that there would be much issue picking up and understanding the game. Yeah, there are a few subtleties and stuff, and I don't really feel as if the tutorial did a lot to explain those in any great detail. In fact, they pretty much pointed... The tutorial feels like it pretty much pointed out the obvious. But anyway, I am James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. I'm going to end this particular episode here because I want to get started on a playthrough I really want to actually do. So, with that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed this content. If so, please leave a like and subscribe, and until the next time, all, peace.